My name is Mohammad Muzammil Mustafa. I am from Chemical Department, Government College of Technology, Multan. Today, I have discussed about topic how less can lead to more.
Got it. That's a fascinating topic. I'm excited to dive into it. Where would you like to start?
Okay, I have some question about this topic.
Absolutely. Feel free to ask away. I'm here to help with any questions you have.
Thank you. My first question: what does the phrase "less is more" mean to you personally?
To me, less is more means that simplicity and focus can often lead to greater impact. Reducing clutter or unnecessary elements, we can often achieve clarity, efficiency, and even creativity. It's a concept.
Okay, can you recall a time when simplify something in your life made is better and easier?
Absolutely. An example that comes is when I simplified my daily routine by cutting out unnecessary and focusing on just a few days. I found that I felt less stressed. It was amazing how much smoother once I kept it simple.
How does having too much choice sometimes make decision making headers?
Having too many choices to something called where the brain feels overwhelmed by all the options. It's harder to pick something because we're worried making the wrong choice or missing out on a better option. Sometimes fewer choices can make the decision a lot easier and more satisfying.
Do you think lead to happiness, boredom?
I think it can actually lead to happiness in many cases because having fewer choices can reduce stress and make us feel more content with what we pick. It can help us appreciate what we have more. On the flip side, if we simplify too much, it could feel a bit boring. It's all about finding that balance that keeps life interesting but not overwhelming.
Okay. How can reducing distraction improve your focus or creativity?
Reduce helps clear mental space, and we can concentrate more deeply on the task at hand. This deeper focus often leads to more creative thinking because the brain isn't constantly jumping between different stimuli. It also allows us to get into that state of flow where creativity really thrives. So, in essence, less distraction means more creative.
In what areas of your life do you think you have too much?
That's a great question. I think a common area for a lot of people is digital clutter, like apps, notifications, or even too many emails. Another area could be possessions. Sometimes having too many things can feel overwhelming. It can definitely be helpful to simplify in those areas.
Okay, how can simplify your schedule help you feel more peaceful, productive?
When you simplify your schedule, you reduce the feeling of being rushed or overwhelmed, which brings a sense of calm and clarity. It also allows you to focus on the most important tasks, so you're more productive and can actually accomplish more in less time. Plus, the extra space in you give you time to rest and recharge, which is always a plus.
Okay, very well. Do you think social media encourages to want more? Explain.
I do think social media can sometimes encourage a mindset of wanting more because it constantly shows people's highlight reels, which can make us compare and feel like we need more to keep up. It can create a sense of FOMO or fear of missing out. On the flip side, though, if we use it mindfully, it can also be a source of inspiration and connection. All depends on how we engage with it.
Okay, how can Practice gratitude help you appreciate less.
Practicing gratitude helps shift our focus from what we lack to what we the things we have more. It can make us feel more content and less focused on constantly wanting more. It's a great way to cultivate a mindset of abundance and find joy in the present moment.
What one thing you could remove from your daily routines to make for what truly matters?
That's the thought-provoking question. I think for many of us, it could be something like mindless scrolling on our phones or spending too much time on social media. Cutting back on that could free up a lot of time and mental energy for things that truly matter, like connecting with loved ones or pursuing passions.
Okay, how does owning fewer things change your mindset about success?
Owning fewer things often shifts the focus from material possessions to experiences and personal growth. It can make us value simplicity and meaningful achievements over accumulating more stuff. This mindset can lead to a deeper and a clearer definition of success rooted in experiences, relationships, and personal growth.
What is the difference between living simply and living poorly?
Living simply is all about intentionally to focus on what truly adds value to your life and letting go of excess or unnecessary clutter. It's a conscious choice that brings more peace and clarity. Living poorly, on the other hand, usually implies a lack of resources or choices, and it can feel limiting or forced. The key difference is that simplicity is a mindful choice, while poverty is more about a lack of means.
Can simplicity lead to better relationship? How?
Absolutely. Simplicity can lead to better relationships by reducing stress and creating more quality time for meaningful connections. When we simplify our lives, we often have more presence and attention to give to the people we care about. It also helps cut down on conflicts that arise from busyness or distractions, allowing for deeper and more authentic connections.
Hmm. How can reducing your goals sometimes help you achieve more?
Reducing your goals can actually help by allowing you to focus more deeply on fewer things. It reduces overwhelm and lets you channel your energy and resources into what truly matters. This can lead to high quality results and a greater sense of accomplishment. Sometimes less truly is more.
Okay, what do you think people fearing having less? Whatever it's passions, money, and choice.
I think a lot of people fear having less because it can feel like security or control. We often associate having more opportunities and freedom. There's also a fear of missing out on not being able to keep up with others. But once we let go of that fear, we often find that having less can actually bring more peace and fulfillment.
How can teachers or students apply the less is more concept in education or
In education, the lesson can be applied by focusing on quality over quantity. For teachers, means narrowing down them to the most essential concepts and ensuring deep understanding rather than rushing through a lot of material. For students, it can mean focusing on mastering a few key skills or concepts at a time instead of trying to juggle too many things. This approach can be a deeper and more meaningful learning experience.
okay, my final question after reflecting on this topic, what one thing you plan to simplify in your life in this week?
That's a great question. I think one thing I might simplify is my digital work, my files, and the number of icon tabs and apps I have running. It always feels cleaner, more streamlined. Digital environment, it can definitely boost productivity and peace of mind.
Thanks, dear. I understand the topic about less is more. that is need of at this time. Every man,
I'm so glad to hear that it
man.
resonated with you. Absolutely. It's definitely a valuable concept for everyone. If you ever want to explore it further or chat about anything else, I'm always here.
Thanks, dear. Meet with you another topic.
That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. Into the next